And it's Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services, another episode of our Talking Business interview series, talking with leaders in the field of banking, insurance, customer service, digital marketing, education. And today we have a chance to talk with David Schipper, who is with the Aite Group. He is based out in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and he has a new report that the company is offering. David, good to see you. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How about you?
Good, good. We're all trying to, as best we can, working from home. I always say I'm very proud of our team at CBSI taking care of our customers and their customers through this COVID situation. Late March, there was a lot of travel situations to help customers with. And so some of the programs and our staff were able to help, which we're very proud of. How has it been for you out in Arizona?
Oh, it's great. Luckily, I was already working from home, so it wasn't much of a change. I guess the biggest difference is now I have kids out of school, and you know, sometimes they can be a little distracting. But other than that, things are going pretty well.
Yeah, no, that's a factor that people are working from home. Two husband and wife both working, and then children want attention if they're home during the day. Now, David, let's talk about your report that we're very pleased to contribute to at CBSI Services, Card Benefits Worth Promoting. Mm-hmm. And you've got, went through, talked with a number of banks and identified some of the most popular the card benefit programs that have proved popular, and some of the marketing practices used by banks to promote them and best practices. Why don't you first describe the overall scope of the report that you have available?
So this report covers fraud and security card benefits, purchase security card benefits. And it really, you know, I interviewed a number of banks and kind of tried to understand how they're using these, how they're promoting these benefits, and, you know, just the value that they see in those in general. The report really goes through some of the best practices that I found, kind of gives some statistics or some idea of what percentage of banks are doing some different practices, which, you know, I'll share with you in a few minutes. And then it goes through each of the benefits one by one. You know, how they're used, how cardholders benefit, how cardholders can use the services, and exactly what they are. And in addition to this report, I have a follow-up report that will probably come out in the next month and a half that is devoted to travel card benefits. So it's the same concept, looking at that side of the card benefits.
Very good. Well, you identified a couple of best practices in using benefits, and maybe if you want to describe what were some of the most popular benefits and how they're described to customers.
You know, so when it comes to fraud and purchase security, ID theft protection or ID theft resolution is a pretty popular benefit. And of course, zero liability, which every bank offers, and they manage that in-house, but it is a benefit of using the card and makes cardholders feel more comfortable using the cards. On the purchase side, purchase protection, obviously, you know, protections from damage or theft of the purchases you make it seems very popular, as well as extended warranty. And there are others as well, but those really seem to be the ones that most issuers are promoting.
And you describe in it that some banks had different ways of promoting banks. Some are effectively creating product bundles and as an effective strategy to show that the extra value these benefits are providing. What are some of the ways that you just saw effective marketing from the banks in promoting benefits?
So yeah, exactly. You know, you mentioned bundling or productizing these, and there were a number of banks. It was probably about a quarter, 25–28% of banks that I spoke to basically take the benefits that everyone has, you know, zero liability, purchase protection, maybe some of the others, and bundles those into what I would call a product. So ABC Bank Secure Protect, or they give it a name and they productize it, and they put all of these card benefits into that so that it's easier to communicate and it provides some level of differentiation in the marketing. So while every bank or credit union may issue cards with many of those benefits, by productizing those and bundling those as something unique, it really could give a competitive advantage to that card issuer by making it seem like, okay, well, not every bank has this type of service. It really helps differentiate that. And then I think another good practice that I saw from a marketing standpoint is that many issuers, when they promote card benefits, purchase protection, warranty manager, any of those, they often provide that as a bullet point list on their website and in marketing material on the card carrier. And I think what I found, one of the best practices, I would say, is that taking each individual one of, rather than providing a bullet list of those benefits, maybe taking an individual and marketing just that, being a little bit more targeted. So you could say, make your holiday shopping with this debit card or this credit card and receive purchase protection on everything, or warranty, extended warranty or something like that. And that, really seems like a much more effective way of promoting those benefits to really, rather than hoping that the cardholder reads the benefits and comes to their own conclusion about why it's valuable, really honing in on a few things to a specific cardholder group or during a specific time, and focusing the message so that it just provides more value and doesn't make the cardholder fill in the blanks.
Very good. And one of the things you talked about was claims handling, creating a frictionless customer experience, trying to be as digital as you can. Tell us a little bit about what you found in best practices there.
Well, so with this, so anything that you can do or anything the issuer can do to make the process more simple for the cardholder and provides a better experience and just makes the cardholder appreciate the benefits a little bit more. So that could be some type of app or some way of allowing the claims process to be conducted online or on a phone. And it also could be something as simple as putting the claims number on the back of the card, or providing more information outside of the guide to benefits so that the cardholder will have easy or fast access to the information they need, so that they know where to go when they need to make a claim. So it can be very simple as just having the information available on the website, or making sure that the call center agents have the information so that they can provide it very quickly. Or it can be something a little bit more advanced, like having some type of online form or being able to redirect cardholders from the mobile banking app or something like that.
Sure, and the digital part of it is very important. Creating a digital first experience was one of the points that you described very well.
That's right, and so of course with card benefits and with everything else, the digital first experience is becoming more important. And I cover this in other reports too, even card issuances moving to a digital first experience, so that the cardholder doesn't have to wait for their card. They can get their card immediately on the mobile wallet, and then the card arrives later. It's the same thing with card benefits. If there's some way to make this digital and make the experience more digital and happen more quickly, it's just better all around and more in line with the way with cardholder expectations.
Tell us, if you would, a little bit about how someone can identify where to obtain the report, someone at an issuer or someone in one of the processing or customer service companies that serve the business.
Sure. So the report and other reports are available at AiteGroup.com, AITE Group. Maybe we can provide a link in the description. And, it's available to our subscribers and our clients, and it's also available, you can download I believe the table of contents, and then you can purchase the report as well if you're not a client.
Very good. And I know you have a number of reports that your company produces, the Aite Group, on the field of credit card products and services, and also on a broader scope of payments and security, that you look at operations and companies around the world. What else is coming up on your reporting schedule?
So for me, the fraud and purchase security report recently was published. Prior to that, I mentioned the digital issuance report, instant digital issuance, which is a trend I expect to see grow. In the next couple of months, I'll have the follow-up report to fraud and security, which is travel card benefits, which is in depth into those. And also, there is a card material and design report that will be published in the next month, a month and a half as well. And that goes into best practices around card design and types of materials, whether it's recycled card plastic, which is probably a trend we'll be seeing more of, or metal cards, or any of the other variables that can go into the card design. Very timely in the sense that, especially with COVID-19, card issuers are moving to contactless, and with that, they'll have to redesign their card. And so it's, it kind of goes into some of the best practices around doing that and having the best card in your wallet that you can.
Yeah, moving to contactless really is something I'm hearing from a lot of different aspects, different directions within the card business. Going to really, this is going to be a push on mobile wallets as more people say, yeah, let's make sure we have a payment option set up on our phone so that we can just wave the phone at a register in a store, in a retailer. It's certainly going to be important as retailers around here start opening up, and certainly something. Is that something you see the issuers talking a lot about?
Sure. So, everyone's looking at the digital experience, and, I mentioned digital card issuance. What I definitely see is I see issuers launching more of those features to allow cardholders to use their card in Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Android, or Google Pay. So that's definitely happening. And then on the other side of that, they're still holding on to their cards too. So the card plastic is still very important. I think that we'll see both of those types of transactions, both of those type of payment methods being used for a very, very long time. So yes, I definitely see issuers moving towards digital payments, and I also see them innovating the card and the card plastic, because that's still very important to the cardholders.
Well, parts of what we may become familiar with as the new normal, whatever that may be. We're in unprecedented times. A lot of change has got to happen quickly,
Sure.
Certainly to help retailers and to help airlines and get started, and restaurants. A lot of changes in the card business. David, if you would, tell us a little bit about your career in the payments industry. You've been at some notable places.
So sure, I started my career at Regions Bank, and I was in their treasury management group. I took over the payroll card product while I was there, managed that for a year or so, and then moved to the debit card product at Regions and managed their consumer and business debit card, the rewards program. Left, went to BBVA, worked on loan products and in marketing for a number of years, and then left there, owned my own business for a year or two, and that did well, but I just, my wife got pregnant, and then obviously things were like, well, things need to be a little bit more certain than having the business income. So Moved to Columbia, Missouri, worked for a small bank named Landmark Bank there, managed their card program, launched their credit card. A great experience, great bank. They actually recently were acquired by another bank. And then came to the Phoenix area and worked for Bank of the West for almost 2 years before coming to Aite Group. So I've worked at a number of banks, managed debit, credit, and prepaid cards. So I have a lot of experience. I've seen a lot of things changing over the years in the card products for sure. And then bringing that experience to Aite Group and being able to focus on research and talk to other bankers that, have similar backgrounds to mine. It's just been really, really great, really enlightening. I get to write reports like this, about card benefits, and there's a lot of other changes coming that I'm sure, will be the subject of future reports.
Very good. And again, want to have you mention, we'll have the URL to purchase or obtain a copy of your report. Tell us a little bit about the process on that.
The process on
how someone can obtain the report.
So if you go out to the website, and this might not be, I might not know the everything, but I believe if you go out to the website, you can download the terms and conditions or the table of contents, and I think you can enter your information to have someone contact you to learn more. And honestly, if someone wanted to reach out to me directly, I'd be okay with that too, and I can get you in the right direction.
Okay. David Chipper from the Aite Group out in Arizona has got a terrific new report on the credit card business, card benefits worth promoting, that we're very pleased at CBSI to contribute to.
Sure.
And David, a final thought today?
Man, I wish I'd been prepared. I think please forgive my hair. I have pandemic hair. I haven't gotten a haircut in a couple of months, and I don't know when I will be. So forgive the fact that my hair is long. If you talk to me in 2 or 3 months, I may have a ponytail by that point if things don't start opening up. So I just hope that everyone stays safe. It's an interesting time, and something that I don't think there's anyone that's watching this right now that's not impacted in some way. So I just hope everyone's staying safe and healthy.
Absolutely. We want to always give a shout out to all the healthcare workers in our area and around the country that have done gallant duty over the last 2 months, taking care of COVID-19 patients. Certainly right in our area has been one of the most affected, but it's been all across the country, and tremendous heroism displayed by healthcare workers across the country. David, good to see you, and we'll look forward to staying in touch and hearing about your further reports that are going to be coming out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Great. David Chipper from the Aite Group out in Arizona, and his new report on card benefits worth promoting. This is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services on behalf of our team based in Harrison, New York, that provides service in the credit card business, provides credit card benefits, insurance back, and customer service management. The team did a really great job taking care of customers during the worst of the COVID travel recovery time in March and going into April. So from my home office in White Plains, New York, have a great day, everybody. This is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services, Talking Business.